Okay. You were signed to Mercury, right?
I was signed to Polygram Mercury.
So then Patrick Paul. He was an A&R over there one time back. Dresden was signed over.
That's when I was there.
Yeah. So then, but I remember seeing you on the bill sometimes. Cause I used to always go to the shows.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Jemini the Gifted one all the time on the bill.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that cat.
Yeah.
That was a world room affair right there.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready to go. Music is something. Music is good. Basketball heads, that's my homie. What's good? What's good? I be seeing you. I see you doing big things. We got the basketball tournaments for the youth and all of that.
Oh yeah, where at? Cause my son played basketball, crazy.
In Brooklyn. Your basketball heads, when you get a chance, post where the tournament is at.
Or you can call up and talk about it. 516-540-1684. That's the number you call up.
You want to set the other microphone?
You could.
Why, this one no good?
No,
for the live.
Oh, for the phone. Yeah.
Bring it right here.
Talk to that mic from me.
1212. 1212.
Say it one more time.
1212.
Truminati, what up, True?
Stop.
I got it.
What's good, bro?
1 2.
What's good?
All right. So we ready.
All right, let's go.
Audio is up. Warning sign is up. S.STREET Media opening is up.
What up, fam? What up, True?
On the spot, NYC was goody.
Let me know if you're seeing this, bro, because I seen a request to view.
Yeah, the lines is open. We about to go live.
Okay.
Everyone's ready then. Sure.
Where's your live at so I can tell them?
This is Grindhard TV podcast on Instagram, and he's on S.STREET Media on YouTube.
Let's do that one first. What's that one again?
S.STREET Media. Right?
F.STREET or S? S.STREET Media. Let me plug it in. Y'all can go there to see this. S.
All right. Audio is going up. It's sure
Street Media. Space between or no?
They can find it. It's all one joint media.
Okay. Is that a .com?
Hold it for a sec. Warning sign is
Just
up.
like that?
Yeah.
No .com?
No.
All right, I'm sending y'all the info so y'all can go over here and y'all can stream this live. Y'all can watch this.
Yeah, we getting ready.
Or
Sure for a
you can
sec.
go to Grindhard.
Hold it for a second. Let's quiet. Let's start this. Hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay. On the gram, right?
Podcast.
Okay. Dot podcast or just podcast?
One word.
Oh, one word.
The God smiles down on big homies' perception, but the flow so sick it gave tracking infection, and it feels so good I gave a beat a direction. I bust off like palm in his own connection. See my message, the target, it'll lead a direction.
All right.
All right, you're opening music right now. It's going down now. See, I like to go live before the show so we can, we get all of the behind the scenes, get the show started. Right. But once the show starts and I come in like this,
yeah,
that's the show that's going on Rough Riders and
okay. Got it.
Yeah. We here, y'all. We got Jemini the Gifted one in the building. All you hip hop heads, y'all know who he is. I know y'all know his records. I'm playing exclusive shit today. So y'all, you know what I mean? We're gonna get to some of the older stuff, but we got exclusive stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Yo, get you some management. What's goody? You know what I mean? Spread the word, let them know. Call up too.
Oh, okay. Good looking, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm sending one of my shirts. I got shirt. This is my joint. It says certified class.
Yeah, I see you wearing that one.
Yeah.
At the other spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you one.
wrong or right. Jimmy getting away fitted. Jimmy just trying to survive from just living, but I see
It was something that I seen today I want to talk about too. Somebody was saying something about the artists, the older artists now. We got our own audience and we don't cater to this young crowd. You know, right there.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, let's talk about that. Because that's being whispered around in different areas of that same conversation.
Plus, we eldest men, man. We still
But don't look at this. Look at that. That's both of them. That's live and the regular.
Okay. Look at what?
The camera right there. That's the camera.
Those are live.
Okay.
That's the live and regular.
Got you.
We about to come in now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Yo, you know what it is. It's your boy Worldorama, Grindhard TV podcast as usual. You know, every Sundays, 4:30 to 6:30 or 5 to 7. You know, we own this so we can do what we want. That's just how it goes. But we got a special guest in the building today. That music that y'all heard me playing and opening up the show with, it was from Jemini, the gifted one. Make some noise, y'all. Yeah. We in the fucking building with living legends in the building and shit like that. Like, I want to first start off by saying this. Let everybody know, like, when did you come into the game and how did you get into the game?
Oh man, which part of the game? Now there's the professional side, and there's just getting in the game, getting to the professional side.
Well, you know, everybody always asks, yo, how long you been rapping and when you started rapping? I ain't worried about all that. I want to know when you, like, your take on deal, getting into the industry and getting deals, because it was different back then.
Right.
So I want you to talk about that because you are a product of that golden era where rappers got signed deals, niggas got checks,
right,
and a lot of people was trying to snake each other and a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to go into that. Start it off with that.
Yeah. So when I got my first deal, it was 95 when I got the first deal. I've told the story once or twice before. It was a complete accident. I was living in Gowanus Projects, big up Gowanus Projects. All right, my man Bubba's, I see you. My man Ski, Basic, I see y'all.
You saw Ski Beats?
Nah.
Okay.
So I'm walking through the projects one rainy night, and I run into my man Ra. Ra's a young rapper that I had met that summer. So we started having ciphers in the fucking lobby and all that kind of shit. Me and a lot of dudes from the projects.
Right.
Me being unaware that they feeling me out. At the time. You know what I mean? But I'm putting in work because I was a veteran at that time. They were new. I was a veteran.
He was already rapping.
They was dope. So one night, my man Ra had a recording session downtown Brooklyn, set up by DJ Goldfinger, if y'all know who that is. Salute DJ Goldfinger.
Shout out Goldfinger.
Everybody out here should know I got my first deal on the strength of Goldfinger. I don't say it enough. I got to start saying it more because a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
That's how I got my first deal. So I'm walking through the projects. I run into Rod. He can't get nobody to go to the studio that night. He said, yo, you want to go to the recording session with me? I'm like, all right, fuck it. I ain't going nothing. We go get a bottle, go downtown to the studio, and Goldfinger's there. He had a group called Full Metal Jacket. With my man Lunatic is in Full Metal Jacket.
Right.
And right now his group is Red Rum Republic. As a matter of fact, they threw the show that I was supposed to do last month. So one thing leads to another. I wound up getting on the song on the B side of that demo tape. Back when they had demo tapes. And they took the demo tape to the A&R at Polygram Mercury. The A&R heard the shit. He was like, who's that dude right there? They like, that's Jemini, the gifted one. I don't even know if I was a gifted one at that time, but he's like, yo, can you bring him up here? I know who that is. He shot the deal here last year.
Oh, so they did remember you.
Yeah, I didn't get the deal because of a dude that I was in the group with. They didn't like him.
Oh,
so they didn't sign us. They didn't like him. That happened a few times with that dude, but they didn't like him. So I didn't get the deal. So when he said my name, the A&R was like, yo, can you bring him up here? Brought me up there over sessions and sessions and sessions of freestyle sessions. Me, Pharaoh Marsh, Prince Paul, Lord Tariq, Lunatic. There's a bunch of us up there. Every Friday after work is a bunch of us up there. And that turned into the offer for me to get my first.
Wow.
But I had been writing for artists long before that.
So I remember back in the days where we would go to like certain clubs, the Muse, the Lions Den, the Home Base, and all
Lions
that.
Den,
And
I
it was
hear that a lot.
and it was mad rap
Yeah.
and everything like that, and people knew who
But
they
we
were.
don't stretch show.
Yes, like you could go places and all of the rappers would be there because there was no social media. So niggas had to be on the scene.
Yeah.
Niggas would come to Manhattan and be on the scene to make it happen for themselves and shit like that.
Right.
And when you speak of stuff like that, like that's what it reminds me of, because I remember that golden era. It was the heightened time for hip hop to me.
Yeah.
And I loved it and shit like that.
Yeah, it was
you know
different.
what I'm saying?
People might not understand it, and I don't know if I'm eloquent enough to really express it correctly, but it was much more organic. It felt organic to me. It felt much more organic than the way things are going right now. Not that things are now or any more or less than then.
Right.
That shit felt much more organic.
Shout out to the Rockaway twins, you know what I'm saying? They definitely been doing their thing for a long time and shit. They well.
Big Stacks, I see you.
know what I'm
Big
saying?
Stacks, I see you.
But yeah, so do you mind telling people like your first record deal that you got with Polygram? What was it for? Like what was it like, the particulars of this deal?
It was an EP. It was an EP deal. They didn't want to give me an album deal. I guess they was feeling me out.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about it is, as we were progressing through the production of the record, I had a lot of dudes that's legends on the record. They're legends now.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, if y'all know classic hip hop, producer Minnesota, who I heard just got a song on Pharoah Monch's new album, Internal Affairs 2.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Pharoah Monch.
Yeah, shout out Pharoah Monch.
Prince Poe.
Yeah, Prince Poe. Get well, brother. Get well. So Minnesota was on the album. Buck Wild, if you know Digging in the Crates, you know Buck Wild. Buck Wild, he did a couple joints on there. One of my mans that I knew from when I was a shorty over in Lafayette Gardens Projects, my man Ra, and my other man, God bless the dead, the fat man who I went to high school with. I was able to get those guys. That was a beautiful thing, being able to get those guys on the project too. Niggas that I knew from when I first started, I was able to finally get them the opportunity to get on a commercial release. So yeah, that's how that went. We got the EP done, and things went haywire, but we can get into that story as we proceed.
Yeah, but another thing, I'm glad that you segued into that, because we were just in here talking, like, you know what I'm saying, before the show started on the lives and stuff, about how you plug motherfuckers into stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They don't have that genuine camaraderie for you.
Right.
Like, you want to get your mans on, you want to get them in the door too as well.
Yeah.
But some dudes are really around you just specifically
and talking shit about you the whole time.
Ride your wave
I found that out.
to get in on something. So give us a little take on that, because you've been in the game during that golden era where when you walk somebody up in or A&R's office, they possibly gonna get a deal and change their lives.
Right.
But they don't reciprocate that back or even try to keep you in the loop for you to help to still get money with niggas.
Absolutely. So
let's talk about that, man, because you from that era, so we know.
I tried to, all of the cats that I mentioned at the early part of the story from Gowanus, there was a few of them who I was really fucking with, you know, around the way.
Right.
And I was taking them on my little rap journey and shit, because my journey started way before them. So I was on Beat Cat and this and that and all kind of shit like that. So long story short, I took a group of them up to the label with me. The idea was for, off the strength of me, to get them deals as well. Deals that I would be involved in on a business level, right? One day I find out that they done been coming up to the, well, I guess they already got the number on the low of my A&R. And I find out that my A&R is trying to produce a project with the groups and individuals that I brought up there to try to get a situation for them and myself. And so I find that out. I was kind of pissed about it. And we all kind of fell out behind it. But what they didn't understand is the label had already had a financial investment in me. It's a business. They wasn't going to fuck up the money that they already put in the project to make this project pop, because y'all niggas is down with the A&R.
Right.
So once I separated myself from that project, and then the A&R left the label, they shit was pop after that.
Oh, see?
But now the relationship between us is pop too. So anything that I do going forward, y'all can't participate in. I'm not gonna bring y'all in because y'all was trying to do something to cut me out where I was trying to cut y'all in. And
I don't think you was wrong for that because you what that saying, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, then I'm an asshole or dumb motherfucker. So when you try to plug motherfuckers into situations, because dudes will be around you and they'll try to act genuine all day.
Right.
They genuinely and shit like that. But a motherfucker really only want to get in off of your coattail, off of what you have to offer, and then they want to make it their situation.
Right.
And don't even hand down like some type of gratitude or anything like that. Because if I plug you in a situation where you now plugged into a better situation that you was at, you getting money off of it and everything like that. Yo, I need people you need to let me know, first of all, that you doing that. Second of all, whatever you getting off that, I want in. Yeah, I want in. Like
I'm not wrong for that. You're not wrong for that.
You're not wrong. And this is why a lot of people sign niggas to these contracts. And people be mad saying, oh, this nigga jerked me with my contract. But yo, was you gonna jerk him first? Because you was gonna jerk him first. If he didn't sign you to that Raping You Records deal, you was gonna get in that situation that he plugged you into and jerk him out of a situation. So the fact that he signed you to that Raping You Records deal first, he got you first. So you gotta understand, it's not always like a lot of people be complaining about them deals that they got through Diddy and all that. But if Diddy didn't sign these niggas to these deals, y'all niggas would have got on and said, fuck this nigga. Now I'm not condoning all the shit that he did, but yo, it's a business first, and you gotta keep your shit business savvy, because it's always a nigga that'll try to cut you out of something if you don't get your shit solidified in the beginning.
But what's this? You know what? I think before you even get to the business, I think the shit is so corrupt or started being so corrupted at that time that people forgot what friends are. They forgot what friends are, how friends business with each other, right? No, there's no friends in there. But guess what, though? You know what I mean? It's that way because we participate in the fuckery. If I don't fuck you, right? Say me and you go do something, this and the third. I'm like, well, my man got to show me here, and I'll plug you in with him, and then shit pop off big for you, right? You can always say, yo, I got to make sure Jim get a little piece of that. You can do that. The business, the way it is right now, dictates that it's not done that way. But if we participate in that other man's fuckery, that's why we wind up fucking ourselves. Because when the bottom fall out, what go up must come down. And when the bottom fall out, you ain't got nobody that's there for you now. You have nobody that's there for you now that's gonna be like, now that's my man, blah blah blah. Niggas is like, fuck that nigga, and now it's a wrap.
But see, that's the problem with a lot of you bottom feeders. Y'all are getting good with a dude that's connected, like myself, like you, like Math, like, and y'all will see something. Y'all will get connected to somebody that y'all feel is bigger than us, and then y'all will jump ship and shit on people that plugged you. But in all actuality, I'm still the plug. You really don't know how strong my arm is until you fuck it up and you realize that you can't go nowhere without me. You can't. And that's just what it is. Yo, we Grindhard TV podcast. We here with Jemini, the gifted one. If y'all got anything y'all want to say about the topics we talking about, y'all can call up 516-540-1684. 516-540-1684. We will bring you in right now on the live, and y'all can talk about everything that we talk about, because we're veterans in the game. We've been doing this shit for a long time, and we've been through a lot of trials and tribulations of working with people that we thought was our friends, people we thought was loyal ones, genuine people that we wanted to help genuinely, and motherfuckers really only wanted us to plug them in so they can go and shit on us to get themselves in a better position, and it turns out not even working out for them.
Your word, you know what I learned? This shit crazy right here. I learned that dudes wanna be you. They don't just want the opportunities that you can present them so that they can rise of their own volition or whatever the case may be. They want your spot. Like, I'm here and he's gone because I think I'm better than him. They want to be you. And I've experienced that shit from different hoods over multiple years when I'm around people, and it becomes evident, oh, you think you better than me for whatever reason, that's fine, but you think you should have the spot and the opportunities that I've worked for. Nobody gave me this shit. You was in the crib, you was on the block. Well, I was on the block too, but guess what? When I wasn't on the block, I was trying to get this right here. You wasn't. You was waiting for somebody to bring it to you because everybody was telling you how dope you was. You believed the hype. You was waiting for somebody to come bring you this magnificent deal. And guess what? I done seen the best of them come and go. I done seen some of the best dudes that I ever heard never make a record in their life. Because they didn't put themselves in the proper position because they thought they were so dope, somebody was gonna bring it to them. I went and got it.
Yep. But it's always, that's always how it go. It's the go-getters, the niggas that grind hard, and it's the slackers and the moochers. That's the word I always use. Niggas be mooching like crazy.
Yeah.
A nigga will mooch off you like crazy. You know, a nigga that'll come out with never have no money, or he probably do got money, act like he don't got money.
Right.
Y'all go to the liquor store, the nigga ain't got no money for the bottle.
Right.
The nigga want to walk in the spot with the bottle like he bought it.
Yeah.
The nigga want to talk about what you should buy with the bottle, or what kind of bottle you should buy. Nigga want to drink the most of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, y'all mooching ass niggas, like, stop it. Like, I'll be calling niggas out. So I'll be seeming like the bad guy because I'm calling niggas out on shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid or intimidated or worried about a nigga stopping nothing for me because everything that I work for and I build is mine.
Right.
I cover everything. I finance it or finances itself.
Right.
So I'm not afraid to tell a fraud ass, mooching ass, bitch ass nigga about himself while other people won't say nothing. They'll know that nigga's doing some fraud.
Now I'm a nigga that's gonna say something. And I'm also the dude that I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna say it to you directly.
Correct.
So and I'm gonna remind you as the years go by. You remember I told you this?
Yeah.
Remember I told you thought I was weird because I was telling you, yo, we need to be over here. You see what he's what? I'm talking about back. So you thought I was weird because I was telling you, yo, we need to be over here. You see what he's what? I'm talking about back in the days.
Yeah.
When niggas got long baggy fucking jean shorts on and Timberland boots.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yo, we need to go over here with these white people at. Right. Niggas thinking I want some weird shit. I'm like, the business is over there.
Exactly.
We can come back over here and do the stuff that we do every day, but the business is over there.
You gotta remember, a lot of niggas wasn't business savvy back then. When we was back in the days drinking 40s of OE and Danny,
64 ounces,
all that shit. Like niggas wasn't privy to going up to Manhattan to these labels. I was too. And I understood that.
Yeah.
But I noticed that when I brought niggas in and they started seeing a little bit of the shine and the fame, or just sitting in offices with these rich people and looking at people's big plaques, platinum plaques on the wall, niggas would start saying, well, fuck this nigga world. Even though they know they couldn't get away with that with me, they'll do some back door under the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wound up, some niggas it worked out for, but in everything in the dark comes to light.
Yeah.
And whatever you got on an ill conscience is gonna fucking fuck up. It ain't gonna always be good for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of niggas that signed to Diddy, and I don't want to keep going back on this Diddy shit, but a lot of niggas that signed to Diddy, somebody plugged them with Diddy. And when they got with the nigga, they thought, oh,
they shitted on that
nigga. Then look what you had to do to stay with Diddy. You had to compromise your manhood and your integrity to be with this guy. And you could have been a stand-up motherfucker.
And that didn't last.
And it didn't last.
And that didn't
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And that's why I'm happy to have you in the building, because you're from that era. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know you know about a lot of stuff, and you can understand and relate to the shit that I've been going through and been talking about. Because nowadays, being the fact that the internet is so prevalent right now, a lot of niggas that do fuck shit and then they'll post shit like they so holier than thou. I get in niggas' comments and I'll be blowing them up right in their comments for everybody to see it. I'm not no hiding type of guy. I'm gonna blow you up on your comment. If you're talking like you such elite on your shit and I know you a fuck nigga, I'm getting in your comments and I'm gonna say it. It's gonna go crazy. This shit gonna go viral for me saying something in your comments, because you talking shit about people, but everybody knows who you are and what you are, but nobody's scared to say nothing because they look at that. Knows who you are and what you are, but nobody's scared to say nothing because they looking at this nigga as a gatekeeper. When he ain't really no gatekeeper, he just a burger ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So I look like the bad guy because I'm always saying how I feel about burger ass motherfuckers. You fucking hamburgerless niggas, stop it. You know what I'm saying? We got Jemini, the gifted one in the building, Grindhard TV podcast. If y'all want to say something about all this shit we talking about, call up 516-540-1684. We in S.STREET Media Studios. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So look, when I first heard about you, I remember hearing, I'm the gifted one, I'm the funk soul sensation. And I was a hip hop head from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like me and hip hop is damn near like the same age type shit. So I grew up with it. I loved it. And when I moved from Brooklyn, when I was a young kid, I moved to East Elmhurst, Queens. Now I tell this story all the time, and people know I had my OGs on here that was definitely co-signing exactly what I was saying. I was around Cool G Rap.
Right.
Motherfucking Eric B.
Right.
He used to always bring Rakim around the way.
Right.
Salt and Pepper, Kid and Play, Herbie Lovebug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kwame.
Right.
Beat Nuts. And
Right.
they would bring all of the other rappers around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I grew up on this shit. I love this. You know what I mean? All of these years, Grindhard TV is in its 20th anniversary. But me as an artist, I've been rapping over 30 years. I started off dancing for Lady of Rage because my guy Black Russian was on here. He used to manage Lady of Rage. I was like his shorty.
Yeah.
She came from Virginia, came to Queens, East
Yeah.
Elmhurst, and she needed dances. And me and my man Young was dancing for her.
I was a dancer myself.
Yeah, we all started off
Peace
dancing.
to E Boogie. Me and E Boogie was talking on
Matter
the
of
roof
fact,
that
yeah,
night.
that's right.
Me and Boogie, that's what we was talking about.
So y'all was dancing for Nice and Smooth in them, right?
E Boogie and them danced for Nice and Smooth. I was kind of like freelance. I wasn't in no group, but I just used to go to all the different clubs that we used to be. He was the mop head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Keno, Henry,
Sean and Kenny, Cookie rap dancers.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get. I think it was Kenny.
Richie.
Yeah,
my man Richie.
It was a lot of motherfuckers, man.
Marquez.
Shout out Scuba Scrap. There was elite niggas right there. That's Scuba. Shout out Johnny Handsome. I mean Johnny Famous. Shout out Johnny Famous.
Yo, I got to shout out my
man. I need to get him up here.
My man, they call him DJ Brooklyn Rich now. He used to dance for everybody, but I remember when I remember this shit vividly. When EPMD came out with that "You Got to Chill," and my niggas was in there doing it. I said, "Oh, my niggas." Yeah. It was a good time.
Yo, son, I ain't gonna front all you youngins right now, man. Y'all don't understand like that golden era, man. I know it's not y'all time. That wasn't y'all time, and y'all wasn't here. Y'all was in y'all daddy's balls. But yo, that time, y'all missed that shit, man. Because it was a flourishing time, and checks was getting cut like crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you brought up in a label. Like nowadays, labels is struggling. They killing niggas with the streams and all that, giving niggas less than a half a penny for shit. But back then, when you woke up in a label and like what he was saying, he would bring dudes up to the label. Yeah, labels was cutting checks and giving niggas over 50 to 100,000. If you was dope, getting that money, nigga.
It was dope, or you had something different. If you was dope, or you had something different. You can get a deal. But you had to prove yourself. See, at that time, you had to prove yourself. You're living in a time now where you don't have to prove yourself.
You could just go viral online.
You just go viral on whatever. You don't have to prove yourself. At that time, I used to call it, a warrior priesthood class, because you had to prove yourself to even be in the spaces with niggas who was really nice when it came to rhyming. In other words, this is something that I think a lot of young artists or younger artists don't know because nobody told them. There was a time when it came to a cipher that if you weren't already recognized as being of value enough to be in the cipher, you couldn't get in the cipher. You couldn't just walk up and be like, I rhyme too, and let me get in the cipher. Get the fuck out of here. They'll run your ass out the park, and you wasn't getting in the cipher. You had to be somebody that was of a certain stature, whether the neighborhood knew you, whether the city knew you, whatever the case may be, you had to have a certain stature to be able to get into the cipher. Stature, for anybody who don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, you had to have proven yourself as an MC. The MC is an extinct species, except for the last of us is here. Correct. And there's a few young artists who are, like Kendrick is an MC. There's this other group. They remind me of Leaders of the New School. They some young guys. One of them, that nigga's up top. He got the dreadlocks that sit high up on his head.
Are those the guys that be on social media and there's 4 guys? Are they the kids of like Wu-Tang members?
No. There was a from California.
I love these dudes. I can't remember their names, but I love these dudes. But
and they be sitting at a table and they all be rapping.
Yeah. And there's one of them that go in. He remind me of myself. He remind me of Busta Rhymes. He remind me of myself and shit like that. So there are some MCs around. What I love is, and I gotta say this, I love the fact that we've come full circle and entered into a space where MCing is now revered and respected. So you can have a hot record, nothing wrong with that, get your money, but we in a time now where there are some younger cats who are trying to be nice with the lyrics and have a hot record, not just have a hot record. Right. If you get your money with the hot record, I don't give a fuck, mumble, whatever. I ain't on that bullshit. I ain't on that hip hop bullshit. But I'm going to definitely give a salute to the dude that's trying to make quality music, and he's spitting lyrics, and he got delivery, and he got a voice, and all these other elements of MCing that are not discussed So dudes don't even know that they're relevant. Because I can go down the lineage and show you, well, this nigga had the dope voice. This nigga had the dope voice and dope delivery. This nigga had a dope delivery, but he had a weak voice. This nigga had the songs. This nigga had the hooks. This nigga had the subject matter. This nigga had, there's areas and there's levels.
That
this
nigga
shit.
Guru said it in one of his songs, R.I.P. Guru. He said, it must be the voice that gets you up.
Yeah.
It must be the voice that makes you ill. If you ain't got the voice, you better just chill.
Yeah. And dudes, these little principles are not discussed openly so that some young dude can hear it and be like, oh, word, I never knew that. So there's levels to the era of the MC. It has returned. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
I think it's gonna be.
I know I'm taking advantage of this shit.
Yes.
That y'all made a space where now, and I'm gonna say this to you. I don't know if you noticed it, but you might have noticed it. Now a lot of rappers are doing little short performance videos where the mic is hanging in front of them.
Correct. They doing
That is happening only because the era of the MC. That's an MC thing. That's not a rap thing.
Right.
That's an MC thing. So the fact that we're at a time now where the standard has become, whether you are OG or a new nigga, to have a mic in front of you while you spitting these bars. Once that mic is in front of you spitting these bars, it changes the dynamic of what's about to happen. Now you know people trying to hear you rhyme. Now they're about to measure what the fuck is coming out your mouth if you hang a mic in front of yourself. All of that is shit from the genre of MCing, which is not the same as rapping. I don't mind because there are some dope rappers, I could name them if I wanted to,
right.
But I just want to make the distinction that there is a difference. It's a significant difference. Kendrick is proving that right now.
Thank you, Kendrick.
He's up front proving that. Thank you, Kendrick. And you know, you don't have to be an MC. You could just be a dope songwriter. You could be a dope rapper. I think Mace was an incredible rapper. I love Mace and I love his records and I love his song covers, but he wasn't an MC. Pharoah Monch is an MC.
Right.
Okay.
But Mace, he had some bars and stuff.
No.
He was the Children of the Corn.
Wait, listen to me.
Some shit.
Listen to me closely. And this is where the confusion comes in. People think when I say this dude is a rapper and this dude is an MC, that it's a slight on the rapper. It's not. It's one person is a long distance runner, and one person is a sprinter. They both runners. They both can get a gold medal, but it's two different things. If you listen to a rapper, the rapper is not often concerned. The Murder Mace. Yes, was an MC. Absolutely. 50 Cent when he started MC. Right. And he proved it. I'm gonna say something right here. I've said this in private. I never really said it in public. When 50 Cent got on that record with what's the dude from Cali? What's the guy name? The OG, the G. He was down with G Unit from Cali.
I know you talking.
What's my man from Cali?
He's still alive.
With the tattoo on his face. G Unit, Young Buck, Yayo, Lloyd Banks.
I think he got killed.
The cat from Cali, my nigga from Cali.
Game.
When 50 did the record with Game, now this I'm gonna teach y'all something right now. Y'all gonna learn today, right? Check this out. Most people never even understood the distinction of what took place on that record. So on This Is How We Do, 50 spit his shit, right? Beat Crazies, 50 spit his shit. Game spit his shit. I'm not even gonna go into who wrote what because, you know, to my understanding, 50 helped Game write his part or he wrote his part. I'm not even talking about the hook. Right. I'm not even talking about that part. Whether 50 wrote any of Game's shit on there or if he wrote all of Game's shit on there, that's not what I'm talking about. What I want y'all to do is go back and listen to that record. At the end of that record, on that last verse, the last part of the last verse, 50 switched up the flow completely. He was setting it. I don't know if everybody caught it. He was making sure that everybody knew you can't rhyme like me. If you listen to that record and you listen to the verses, listen to the last portion of 50's last verse, he switched up the entire flow. The first time I heard it, I said, "Oh, he's not playing." I said, "He wants somebody to know you're not like us."
They not like us.
Because
they
50,
not like us.
50 comes from an MC cloth. There's a lot of dudes that come from, whether they had to switch up, like Jay-Z said, so they could get the bag. You know, they found a lane where they could get the bag, stylistically, delivery-wise. But Jay-Z even said in his other rhyme, he wished that he could rhyme like Talib Kweli. He around like he said since I something about since I got the money I ain't around like common. Well, I wish I could around like common sense.
Right.
But some and I ain't around like common sense.
Yeah.
These are dudes who were schooled and well versed in the art of MCing. MCing is an art. Rapping is an art as well, but it's not as technical as MCing. An MC, and I'm not saying you gotta be an MC. Please don't start writing in. Fuck the MC shit. That's old shit. I want you to understand.
Y'all can call up and say how y'all feel right now. 516-540-1684.
Yeah. Please do.
Call up.
You're gonna learn today.
What?
Because what I'm trying to tell you is this: as dope as you are as a rapper, which there's high level rapping, an MC is more technically proficient than a rapper. Because the MC is always testing the waters of how to say what it is he's trying to say. Not just the concept, not just the context, but the technical delivery of the concept and the context. That is two different things. So if I'm a dope MC and everybody love my shit is fire, I'm like da 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 and da 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 da. Niggas like, oh, this nigga's fire, and then the next nigga come and be like ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba 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 ba. I say the same thing as you, ain't got a voice, ain't got the technique. I'm telling you live. I've seen this shit 100 times. I ain't gonna say the names, but I seen successful MC rapper here in New York go to London. He went to the record store down there. I forget that part of downtown London, in the center of London. But my man's had a record store over there. They used to have these ciphers. And I forget the artist's name, but if I knew it, I wouldn't say it on the air. But he came down there and he got aired the fuck out. And this dude was known for having bars. I'm gonna tell you in your ear. You gonna bug out.
So I'm gonna tell you something even better.
This dude was known for having bars. He came down there and they had nothing but MCs. Nothing but. These niggas ain't had no records or nothing. These niggas were MC. Aired him the fuck out.
I remember being at the new music seminar.
Yeah.
When they had it at the Sheraton Hotel. On 57th. And shit. And I remember back in the days, me and Prodigy was real tight. You know what I'm saying? You see, I did the Queens Get the Money record.
Right.
I'm over with my guy Prodigy. I remember back then Supernatural was like the number one.
That's my dude.
He was the number one freestyler nigga. That was the everybody thought was the best.
Yeah.
I even booked him when I worked for Masso Clothing. We had him come down to Vegas one time.
Yeah.
Do some shit.
I knew that we got him.
When we was at New Music Seminar.
Yeah.
The first time Prodigy and Havoc performed Shook Ones. Nat Fisher was there.
Right.
And you know who got on the stage to battle him? Craig G. And that first battle, Supernatural ain't had nothing for Craig G that day.
But Craig G is a punchline king, so he gonna air you out with the punchline.
I'm telling you, Craig G bodied him on that shit. Yeah. That kind of like showed that, you
and a freestyle king. He's a freestyle king.
You could be revered as some nigga that could freestyle and go crazy.
Right.
But when Craig G got on that stage, I wish I was Grindhard TV back then, because I would have so much shit. Like, I would have so much content of shit of niggas that was like, this is iconic shit. Like, all of these little stories that we have in our brain that we can talk about. Yeah. I swear, I wish I had my cameras rolling back then. Right. Because I've been in the game over 30 years, but at the same time, Grindhard TV is only 20 years old. Right. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much content before these 20 years of me doing Grindhard that I was around and I was there for. And I could have had that content for it. I wish I fucking filmed shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Word up. But look, I want to play something real quick, and then I want us to discuss this. And after that, we're going to go into some music. Your music, actually. Okay. But I want to play this, and I want to get everybody's opinion on it. Don't forget, y'all can call up 516-540-1684.
Call us up. Call us up.
Listen to this right here, y'all.
Not be competing with Ice Spice. Why is Nas on the same chart as 310 Baby? 310 Baby graduated high school yesterday. It was on the internet. Left, right, baby, let's do it. How the fuck is he on the same chart that if Too Short dropped tomorrow, Too Short has to compete with a kid who just finished chemistry homework? There needs to be an adult hip hop. That's a part of the Flex problem. You want to know why Flex was going at me? Because he was scared of his spot. He's scared of his spot because he's like, there's a nigga running so fast, he's going to take my spot. But the problem is that Flex knows there's one spot. There shouldn't be. He's an icon. He should have graduated. but where does he graduate to? Why can't Noriega drop a new song? Why can't Snoop Dogg drop a new song? Why can't Jay-Z, Nas, Styles P? Why can't they drop new songs? Because they don't want to be competing with these kids and putting out an album and be like, Chief Luch does this. It's not fair. They're not even aiming for the same demographic.
But in all fairness, we are seeing people like Killer Mike have like be in positions where you can win.
Killer Mike won at the Grammys. Killer Mike did not win to the masses. His records are nowhere. The people are not playing it. They're not in the club. They're not getting embraced by the younger demographic. Killer Mike's record got highlighted by the music curators of what the Grammy Board is. G?
All right.
Oh, I got a comment about
That was Punch. This is a guy that's a DJ. He's also on thisis50.com, and he was saying what he felt about how there needs to be our own lane for the eldersmen rappers, and niggas shouldn't be competing with these younger guys. And that Killer Mike, he won all of these Grammys, but his record's still not resonating with the people.
I agree with that.
What do you have to say about that?
I disagree with I think the first part is flawed, but the Killer Mike part, where he said that's what the curators and all of that not resonating with the people, I think that's accurate, but it's for the reason that I'm about to say. I don't believe there should be a category for elder statements of hip hop and adults and so on, so mature rappers that are. The issue is an issue of genres. That's the problem. So if you had shit split up in categories like, you see my shirt? Can y'all see my shirt out there?
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to see that shirt.
100%
It says
certified.
It says 100% certified classic hip hop. That's my brand. Now, what do I mean by that? Classic this is two different things. Classic is something that will hold its value over time. Okay? It's going to hold its value over years and years and years. That's a classic. Doesn't matter what genre the song is in. But what I do want to say is that there should be a genre for what is called classic hip hop. Classic hip hop and drill and trap are not the same thing. And now they got a category for the country rappers as well. Country rappers have another one, right? We know that there's been pop hop for years. It's kind of been like a negative tag they could put on somebody. Oh, that's pop hop, this, that, and the third. But if all of these categories were there, we wouldn't have the issue. The issue would be simply, is the elder statesman making good, sound, credible, classic hip hop? And is the young cat that's coming in or the newer cat that's coming in, if he's making classic hip hop, is it good, sound, classic hip hop? Not if he's old and he's young, because we got this ageism thing that's going on. And I see it all the time where a young dude will come along and do the rhyme style of somebody like Too Short and nobody say nothing. And then an OG come along and do the same style, like that's the old shit. What the fuck happened? It's the same exact style. There's nobody coming forward saying, let me play these two records for y'all. And play the two records and say, that's the same rap style as this dude was doing 20 years ago. So it can't be invalid here and valid here. The question is it a good record? Is the OG statesman making a good record in his genre? If the genres were defined, it wouldn't be an issue of who's young and who's old. It would be an issue of what's good and what's not. And that goes for every genre, because 20 years from now, the country rap shit that's happening right now, there's going to be dudes who are elder statesmen in that, and then there'll be some new dudes 20 years from now. The question should be, if that new dude, if the OG makes the record 20 years from now in that same lane, is it a good record? It's not valid because he's an OG. That's what's happening. What's happening is ageism, and people are getting classified as this or that based on two things. One, being an elder statesman, right? You're already getting pushed to the side. That's ageism. Right. And then they're not even listening to the quality of your music because you've been aged out. That's what's happening. So I'm the first to say, if an OG make a record and I don't think it's fire, I ain't gonna blow him up on the air. But if me and my man are sitting there talking, I'm like, I don't really like that record. I love that dude's catalog, but I don't like that record. But guess what? Listen closely. If a young boy make a record in the same category and I don't like it, I don't like it. It don't matter if he's young. It's not dope because he's young. That's where we at right now. They acting like it's dope because he's new. And so nobody's calling it for what it is. You dig what I'm saying? And then also, A new cat can make a record with the wackest rhymes in the world, wackest rhyme style and wackest rhymes in the world. But the hook is hot and the beat is hot and it's a hit record. And guess what? I'm all right with that too. But let's call it what it is. Let's not conflate it.
Us as elder artists in the game,
Right.
we'll call something out or give our opinion on it.
Right.
And they'll say, oh, we old niggas that's hating.
That speaks exactly to what I'm saying.
Right.
That's ageism.
Right.
Because you are elder statesman and you saying this, that's like, I don't want to listen to my mother, Ma. You don't know what you're talking about. 20 years from now, you like everything my mother said was right.
Yep. I'm on that same
If
shit.
we get these genres correct and begin to filter the music through to the correct genre, like he was just talking about, he said, why is Nas in the same category as whoever? Right? I can't remember who it was he was talking about. He said, why, but it's a new artist, right? He said, why is Nas in the same classification? That's the problem. It's not that Nas is older and the person is younger. It's the two songs don't go in the same lane. Right. That's the problem. The fact that whoever the powers that be are doing that, I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're doing it intentionally to make whatever they want to bubble to the surface and make the money, get the money. So they're aging us out because Nas, the style of his record, not the age of the artist, the style of his record has a lane. So if that other artist that he mentions, music does not fit in that lane, now we got to ask the question, why are they in the same lane? That's the problem.
But I also think about stuff like this because Nas to me is my favorite. Right. And I still think lyrically, a lot of these young boys can't fuck with him.
Right.
So even though Nas is older,
right,
he's still out rapping a lot of these young boys. Like for instance, last night I was at an event, right? And it was like a kind of like a competition. I was actually there as Grindhard TV, but I got music out. Right. You know what I'm saying? The link between volume 8 out right now on all streaming platforms. July 28th, the release party, pool party is coming up. You're invited if you want to pull up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out Scenario from Power 105. He's on Power 105 5 days a week or whatever. He was there, one of the judges that was there. Shout out Itsu, shout out Lazarus and everything like that. And we were all there. I did my thing. It was a couple of other golden era sounding artists there. Right. But then a female came in there, which I like her too. She sounded dope. She looked as sexy. She had a little leopard print short skirt on and was dancing and doing her little movements and shit. Right. And she the one that won. Right. Right. So now Scenario is going to actually start blasting off her record and doing things of that sort or whatever. And she came more so at the end. Right. So everybody was in there vibing, doing our thing. And when she came in, she did her song. To me, she sounded like a mixture between Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. But she did one of those, I think she did the Material Girl sample over. It's on my live. You could go to Grindhard TV Live or World of Rhyme Live, and the show from last night is on there. You can see the girl perform. I forgot her name. But I'm going to bring her up to Reggae Passion Tuesday where she could perform that song on my platform as well, although she was already on my live on my platform. Right. And I felt like she was chosen because she had that new era sound. Right. She was doing drill, but she sampled, what was it? Material Girl, Cyndi Lauper, or some type of song like that.
Did you feel like it was the best song of the night, the best set of the night?
She was good, but I don't think that she was the best. Gotcha. But she had the sex appeal. Right. She had the outfit. Right. She was moving like how the girls be moving. Because you know, a girl could just stand in the club and she wins. Right. But I feel like she came in, she did her thing. She you know what I'm saying? And she was picked because she had that drill sound and she was a female with the body language and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
But if that song was if what she did was placed in a category, my issue stays the same. There's a category for that. The other cast that you're talking about, including yourself, there's a category for that too. Right. The two should not be in the same category because it's not being honest. It's not about being fair. It's just not being honest. It's like taking one style of some type of rock music or whatever the case may be, heavy metal, electric rock music, and then you're gonna take somebody who make what they call the light FM type rock and pop music, and then put them in the same category and say who won. That don't make no sense.
But that even shows you, because when you in the video, when you at an award show, there's categories,
right?
And every category is different.
And this should and what we're talking about, the disrespect that's happening is that our stuff is not getting the respect it deserves to be categorized. When I'm correctly, when I say our stuff, I'm talking about hip hop as a whole, hip hop music as a whole, drill, trap, classic hip hop, country hip hop, just like they got country rock. They got rock music, they got country rock, they got like, how come those shits all get categories, but our shits don't have the, they just lump it all together and say, this person won. That person is winning because of what you're talking about right now. Exactly. It's not because they're being judged against other shit that's in their lane. They create those other lanes for themselves, country rock, light rock FM, hard rock, heavy metal rock. That's like that. They make them lanes for themselves, but not for us.
Right. Right. That's like that country artist that just got on. He's like 40 years old. And he was in one of the award shows. He was like, it's ironic how my 40-year-old self could sit right here and win all of these awards and stuff like that. Like he never thought that he would be able to make it and do what he's doing at this age that he's at. But there's really no age limit on creating content and blowing up. Like they say,
of course, fucking what's that dude named Bruce Springsteen just made a new record with this other young dude.
Bruce
like,
Springsteen is like in the 70s or 80s or something.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. There's a through line that's happening here in everything we're saying. There's a certain standard for them, and there's a certain standard that they've cast on us. The Paul McCartney can make an album right now. Nobody's going to be talking about his age. Billboard magazine is not going to be talking about his age. They're going to be talking about the quality of the music.
And they're going to be praising that he's still making that kind of music at his age.
And so the question is, why is it that the elites in our hip hop category are not standing up for the music and saying, we see what y'all doing over there. Why aren't y'all holding us to the same standard? Why ought to be able to see what's going on, y'all? They're playing with y'all. They're playing with us.
I think
we can't participate in it though.
I think the industry and the labels, they want to just keep hip hop young,
marginalized,
because they know that they could get over. I think somebody called up and I missed the call. Let me see. Let's have these guys. Somebody did call up earlier.
Y'all can call up. Y'all can call up.
Let's see if somebody's saying something. I missed the call, so I want to get back. Hello? Hello? Yo, what's good? This Grindhard TV podcast. What's up?
It's on the podcast. What's good?
Yo, what's good? We here with Jemini, the gifted one. We want to know what's good with you, man.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm outside right now. I was hoping to make it over there, but I ran a little late with my meeting. How's it going?
Oh, that's Jube. That's my first DJ. Yo, that's GML Rockwell. That is my first DJ. Just like I told everybody earlier that I got in the music business on the record deal side because of Goldfinger. I got in the music business, period, because of that man right there. When I was 13, 14 years old, that man right there, GML Rockwell, was taking me to the recording studio with the little Dan Supreme money, and we take us downtown Brooklyn, me and J. Cole. That man started my musical career, my ascension of trying to get my first deal and all of that, and making beats and on the first drum machines and all of that. So that's who that is. That's GML Rockwell, y'all.
Yo, shout out GML Rockwell, man. What you got anything you want to say about the state of hip hop and things of that of right now?
I think the state of hip hop is missing Jemini, the gifted one, man. For real, man. Because I went away when he was at his start, and I didn't really get to see him grow, but I know what he is capable of. He can take over the world.
So do you feel like right now that any artist at any age from any genre could really make it happen? It's really all about you got finances to invest in yourself and making the right power moves and having people support you, right?
That's an actual fact, but all in itself, you also need the right kind of music. Because kids don't really listen to what we say itself. You also need the right kind of music. Because kids don't really listen to what we say nowadays. They listen to the beat.
Genre.
You know, so the idea of hip hop has changed, but you hear a lot of people just saying nonsense and they're successful. So, you know, the mentality of hip hop has changed from the cultural aspect of it, because there used to be a platform to get your course. And even though right now everybody has the freedom of speech to say what they want, but they're not saying what they're supposed to say. You feel me?
Right. So how long have you been DJing?
Well, I started out as a DJ, man. Then I just stopped. You know, I just love music. You know, since they was young. I think Jemini was 13, 14 years ago, a friend in high school.
Yeah.
And they met up one day, and we just went from there and became the Soul Patrol. And I used to go get them to battle anybody.
We used to battle a lot.
I didn't say they could rap. You have to prove it. Or what? I mean, I don't want to battle Biggie. You understand? And this is before Biggie became Biggie. And I'm talking about he did things that I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Y'all heard that? Jemini the Gifted One battled Biggie back in the days.
He's a peer, by the way, of Mr. C. This is Mr. C's peer. They started DJing together. Lafayette, this is a Lafayette Gardens, Brooklyn veteran right here. Him and Mr. C and a lot of those cats, they started together at the same time. Shem Sharma. They don't know Shem, Jew. They don't know Shem.
R.I.P. Mr. C. Shout out Mac World. You know what I mean? Yo, thank you for calling up, my guy. You got anything else you want to drop? Any jewels you want to drop about Jemini or the hip hop culture?
Man, I'll tell you, Jemini, Big City is a gift, man. The Gifted One was definitely the right name for him, man. I mean, if anybody ever get to experience what he do, man, you'll definitely be blessed, man. He's definitely a epitome for hip hop, man.
Yo, tell them about your 501(c)(3) real quick.
Oh, okay. I got Are You Ready community outreach. You know, we do everything with the community. Safe Summer. You know, we do a music program. Actually, Jemini and I collaborated on some music together.
Oh yeah, we gonna play it today. We're gonna play it today. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right, fam.
Just to hate his animosity. I got the book out also.
Oh yeah, you got a book out.
You know, Piece to Pieces. No More Mr. Nice Guy. You know, if you have to see it, yeah, it's on Amazon. It's an ebook. And there's more work, you know, that's going to be done. Hopefully, me and Jim Knock will collaborate on this Brooklyn Ave, we get ready to do. And we're going to go from there.
Thank you for calling up, man. We appreciate you, my guy.
Definitely, I appreciate you, though, man.
Word.
Yo, if you in front of a screen somewhere, you can stream this. You can watch this. Are you in front of a screen or your phone or like somewhere where you?
My phone, that's about it.
Tell them where you can go to watch it.
Yo, you can watch it right now on Grindhard TV Podcast, Instagram, or you can go to S.STREET Media YouTube and watch it live right now as well.
I got you.
Grindhard TV
Podcast.
Grindhard TV, got it.
Yeah.
So we here, man. Thank you for calling up, bro.
Of course. Why not?
All right.
Peace.
Later. Peace.
So look, y'all already know what it is, man. We got DJs calling up and shit like that, dropping jewels and letting everybody know what it is. Y'all can call up too, 516-540-1684. We got Jemini the Gifted One in here on Grindhard TV Podcast, on S.STREET Media, also Rough Riders, grindhardtv.com and shit like that. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break and go into some of the new music that Jemini got that y'all never heard of. And then we're going to come back with more. It's a lot more we got to talk about with Jemini.
My man Eliot just hit me on my live. Yo, Eliot, I'm going to play our joint. Let business know. My man Business, Eliot, featured me on a joint. And we're going to play that today, bro. We're going to play that today.
Shout out to Mac World that's on the live. Shout out to YMVS, DJ FMI. Shout out to my wife, Rella Love. Shout out to 1400 Ripper. Shout out to Paulie Walnuts from Gorilla Grooves Radio. Shout out Nice Flicks. You know what I mean? Shout out everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to Big 55X. Y'all know what it is. We're going to go into a music break and we're going to come back with more. It's your boy, Rodarama, Grindhard TV.
Play this one right here. This one? This one. This one? And yeah, this one right here. Let's see what
Bring it back.
Can I introduce it?
There's some technical stuff going.
Okay.
What it was is when he went into it, I had it on mute. The beginning part. So I was like,
This is called Devils and Deities.
what you could do is when you come back on, say the song that you played.
Okay, yeah. This song is kind of short. It's almost over. Shit, I gave you the wrong one.
Yeah, that was a good, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a good conversation.
Yes.
And the dude that I was talking about was Coastal Contra.
Okay.
The 4 dudes that I definitely fuck with them.
My man Eliad, that's right here. This is me and him right here. We did this.
They're still live on our
ELE.
They told me
on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yo, Swift
This is us. And my
Yo,
man
Swift, 1 more followers.
Business.
Good. Yo, we got Jemini the Gifted one in here. Y'all need to book him for one of y'all events, man.
Yeah, y'all need to do that. Y'all missing out.
Yeah.
Y'all need to book me.
Wow.
Y'all need to get some of that strong energy.
Now, cause they be booking a lot of like the golden era artists.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Monifa,
I need some of that. Let me get some of that work. We ready over here. We ready.
Yeah, Jemini the Gifted one, man. Let's make it happen. All right.
Y'all listening to LEI. The next rapper up on that is my man Business, and I come up on the cleanup.
Yeah, when we come back, I want to talk about like back in the days how it was like when you was the most sought after guy, they would let niggas rap last, but now it's kind of changed.
Because there's no respect for the culture, right? Because remember I said you couldn't even get in the cipher. So if you get in the cipher, you definitely couldn't get first. Now nigga just walk up and he first or last. No, nigga, that ain't how that go. The strongest nigga go first or last. That's how that goes.
I think back in the days, when dudes was doing songs, the L nigga usually went last,
Right.
but they played the whole song back in the days. I think once they changed the thing of playing the whole song, they was playing verses.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas that was L was getting shit clipped, and the whack nigga be first. So
Biggie helped to change that with the Craig Mack flavor.
Word is wrong,
Because that shit was unheard of. And Craig Mack, I heard, was pissed about that. That this is my record.
And I'm getting clipped.
I got a hit record out. This is the remix. We got all these people on it. You don't even ask me. You just put another nigga that you're trying to boost up on the record first on my record. I heard Craig Mack was pissed.
And now when you go on the radio, they only playing one verse.
So you don't get to me, and it's my
So
record.
the L niggas
Yeah.
started getting put first automatically.
Yeah,
Back in the day, not time. You was
Everybody
L, you
last.
was lying, you closed out.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah,
it
you
was.
absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right. But I tell you, you got a problem if you put me first. Niggas have found, younger artists have found that out. I ain't playing no games. Ain't got no time to be playing no games. Let me show you what you're talking about.
Niggas Sticky back in the day. Sticky closed all the songs.
Every song he
Yeah. And he would
You always want that shit. Always a build up for his verse.
And Buster. Yo, Buster was the king.
Yo, it was always the beat always changed for them.
Yeah.
It's a build up.
Yeah.
Like it was like the last was L.
Oh, that's me right there.
Yeah, this is definitely a great episode, man. A hip hop like conversation.
Yo, Matt, I want to buy a drink. What you got in there? What kind of drinks?
I got Pepsi, I got Sprite, I got ginger ale, I got root beer, and I have.
You got Snappers?
Sunkist. No.
Let me get a.
I have.
I got you.
No.
I got you, Ellie.
That's right.
Let me get what?
Pepsi, Sprite, ginger ale, Sunkist, and root beer.
Let me get a Sunkiss.
Oh,
Want that shit?
What's
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? We here. I'm glad to be here. You know what I mean? I appreciate all this right here. Real talk.
Yeah, money right.
Got you. I remember your was you ever in?
That's me and Drew right there. Can I tell that is him?
Go ahead, talk to me.
Hey yo. No, not that one. That's the short one. This one right here. Yo, this is me and GML Rockwell. This is our new joint. It'll be coming out this summer right here. GML Rockwell featuring Big City, aka Jemini the Gifted One, Brooklyn's firstborn son, the Prince of the Ghetto, chairman of the board. You already know. Check it out.
gotta excuse my French, but I speak English, Spanish, German, all kinds of shit. I hope y'all learning. I left Brooklyn in '97 on a 22 clip. And out of this world, my son put me back in the spaceship. Brooklyn, they said I took it too far. Clipped it in Nostra, nutcrackers out of the back of the car. Shit, and that's when I touched down. All these years I did, I need a bust down. I stopped smoking weed, so I don't need no guts down. My attitude is fucked up, I never give a fuck now. The way I touch her, she said it's a plus now.
Well, how you do this thing?
Rushing when I'm fucked now. That's crazy. I guess I'm just a nut now. So when I pull up on it, God, just stuff down. Until the coast is clear. But I roast this year. I did the most this year. Until the coast is clear.
We here right now, y'all know this Grindhard TV podcast. We here with Jemini, the Gifted One, living legends in the building. You know what I'm saying?
My style drip, city stay lit. Usually I'm humble, but today I'm talking shit. I got a reason to speak the scene, and right now I'm feeling cocky to the sisters and daddy, to the mamas and poppy. I don't like you karate, and I don't fuck with Pilates. I got some pull up beside me, I might just get me a fight. Boy, 24/7, I'ma keep it OG. You ain't playing, nigga, you ain't getting nothing for free. The coast is clear, and I'm the host this year. And you can quote me, nigga, I'm doing the most this year. The coast is clear, I'm the host this year. You can quote me, nigga, I'm doing the most this year. Same thing, yeah. It's like the vision in your eye socket. See me as something sick, the same thing I got it. Black eyes, I flip blocks in your block, I feel about it. Shit, I'm still that diamond that's dirty and pounds of pressure and don't unnerve me. And plus I'm so swervy, the chick in the whip is so curvy. Well, fuck that, I don't think they heard me. Said me, I'm N-O-G-E, so y'all know that my words be
This shit be good. It was cool before I left.
Golden, crash land on foundation. Nigga, we'll make the scratch in my surface. Biatch, I put a dent in the armor. I'm more like Barack, I send a shell through the lava. Get it? GML doing the most this year. Cause when I grossed this year, I did the most this year. I guess the coast is clear. Wait. Cause the coast is clear, and I'm the host this year. And you can quote me, nigga, I'm doing the most this year. Yeah, the coast is clear, I'm the host this year. And you can quote me, nigga, I'm doing the most this year. Man, it's a band roll. I broke, have a clipped out shot. Just a little coke roll, now squared up.
I remember back in the days when there was so many different like genres of music. Like you had conscious hip hop, you had righteous hip hop,
Right.
the gangster shit,
Right.
the lyrical shit, you had the Daisy Age shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
nowadays
Daisy
it's changing
Age.
it all up and shit.
They just throwing it all in one box and saying that. I think it's contrived. Because it's clear these don't go together. Right. Clear. You know, you can't put KRS-One and PM Dawn and on the same lane and say who's better. That ain't the same shit. It's me and Yazzie. This is coming out this summer too. This dude's name is Yazilla.
We got Jemini, the Gifted One here, y'all. You listen to some of the exclusive joints. None of this shit is out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can't hear the music on the live, it's because it's playing in the studio. You'll be able to hear it when you watch the show on the S.STREET Media. You know what I'm saying? And I posted it at grindhardtv.com. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
He absolutely right. Now they don't play up all the songs, so niggas like I'm going first.
Niggas like, fuck that, I want my verse heard. I'm going first.
Yeah.
All of that. I'm the best, or I'm the most sought after guy. Let me go last.
Yeah.
Your record, you ain't never gonna be heard.
Yeah.
That's never gonna be heard.
Attention span shortening now.
Yeah.
That new algorithm in people's brains is short.
Right.
said, we about to do an EP. The Kid Element that I did the joint with him, that's just a single coming out. Me and him are doing an EP.
When I come back, I want to talk to you about, like, you know what I'm saying, what's the state of hip hop now, where you feel about dropping shit independently versus like deals and big deals and stuff like that.
Right.
I want your opinion on that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is fire.
That's my little verse right here.
That's no?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pulling the strings now, orchestrating things now. You can kiss the ring now.
Kiss the ring now.
It's a spiritual ascension. They can try to gun you down. They never see the retribution when it's coming nearer. They be gazing out the window, she be staring in the mirror. You clearly never see that you are looking at.
That beat is crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Break it down and drag it all facts. I never drag it when I speak the fish grease fire word magic. And I'm talking to everybody, and I mean anybody. You know your cellular text, someone to send somebody. I'm the red velvet, lyrical pin karate. I'm like the Holy Ghost, my verses get up in your body. Bars upon a half. You heard of the air filter, well, you looking at the lab. Uniform and seat, from the future present in the past. The add up in the chamber, boy, I'm mastering the craft. The add up in the chamber, boy, I'm mastering.
That shit sounds crazy.
Crazy.
It sounds epic.
We gotta come right back off this and talk about this.
It sounds epic.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
I got it. I might have to stop this live so I can get you that short one. That's crazy. We did it to a drill beat, but I did something different than what would normally be done on drill. Yeah.
Yo, bring us back. Yeah.
Y'all got joints, y'all free to play them whenever y'all want.
Yeah, he got him. That shit right there.
Y'all the only ones who got it.
Yeah.
Y'all the only ones who got it. Nobody else.
Hey, yo, you already know what it is. Your boy, Roy, the Rama Grindhard TV podcast. We are back at S.STREET Media Studios. I got my special guest, Jemini, the gifted one.
Yeah, I'm here.
I just played a couple of exclusives that ain't out yet.
That's right.
And yo, your stuff is sounding real fresh and new to the culture. Like what's up with that? That last record was like crazy. Like
It's
you
a
spit
state
the
of
bars.
mind.
Like,
It's a state of mind, man. In one of my joints, I always talk about the spirit never age. I'm gonna never grow old. I'm gonna stay smashing dimes till the sun goes cold.
yeah, man.
You know, it's when your spirit begins to age, that's when everything else follows suit.
They always say you're only as young as you feel.
As you feel. I didn't understand that when I was young. It sounded prolific, it sounded profound, but I understand because as I'm aging and I'm going through life, I try to stay healthy and do a lot of herbs and all kind of crazy shit along with the fuckery, right? But I watch my man's age different than me. And the difference in what I've noticed with my people is the spirit is aging more rapidly than mine. So the type of things that I like to do, it's a certain effervescence. People recognize your effervescence.
Right.
They can sense it, but they can also sense you when you.
That's that energy everybody's talking about.
Right. So when you can't hold that type of energy for whatever reason, the rest of the world that's around you, there are people who are going to recognize it. With me, I never allowed my spirit. I can't even say it's me doing it, but my spirit isn't aging as rapidly as a lot of my brothers. So it's easy for me to just, you give me a piece of music and I'm going to write what the music tells me to write. I'm going to write it in a way that the music is dictating me to write it. I'm not going to say, this is my style, and so I'm going to rap it this way on this beat. I haven't ever done that. That's how I got the name The Gifted One. So if you ever listen to Minnesota and other producers, Buck Wild, so on and so forth, they'll tell you what Jim did with that beat, I didn't expect at all. Because it wasn't me trying to impose my style on the beat. I open up, I let the beat dictate what I should be saying and how I should be saying and saying it. And that's what allows me to stay fresh and current.
But that's usually how it works as an MC. You know, you'll get a beat and the beat will tell you what you want to do to it.
Right.
When you listen to the beat and you just marinating with the beat, it'll give you an idea of how you want to flow to this beat, what type of song you want to put to the beat.
Right.
And it always works like that.
Right.
And I think some people don't understand that because they're not really, a lot of people are not real artists.
They're not. We're talking some MC principles that are not discussed. And so if it's not discussed, cats don't even know that it exists. So you'll hear a dude, he might be a drill rapper, he might be a trap rapper, he might be a whatever kind of rapper, but he keep talking about the same subject matter. If you getting hits, I ain't mad at you. Get money. I want some motherfucking money too. I ain't mad at you. But if we're talking about an artist, if artistry is what we're talking about, then you can't. You have to be well versed in here. Your life has to have some different areas and chambers to it for you to be able to reach into those areas and chambers and pull out content. Right? You can't download content for some shit you never experienced. How you gonna write about fried chicken if you never had fried chicken?
Right.
You have to have lived, and if you've lived an expansive life, a diverse life, you got so many things to pull from when you decide to get on this track, as opposed to just saying my hood, my hood, my hood. I'm gangsta, I'm gangsta, I'm gangsta. I kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga. I ain't mad. I like some of that fuck shit too. In fact, I do some of that, but I would never allow myself to be trapped with that. If you listen to my catalog, all my songs are that. I know dudes, when you listen, I'm talking about dope MCs, you listen to their catalog and their whole catalog is that.
Right.
That's not for me. You know what I mean? In terms, as a listener, as a fan.
Well, how long could you rap about talking about killing niggas and fucking bitches and suck your dick and all this and that? Like, I feel like a lot of us elders artists we'll criticize the younger guys for rapping about that all the time, but remember, these guys are young. Right. Remember, our parents would tell us, "Oh, all y'all are interested in this fucking music and this. Y'all talking about this. Y'all talking about that." So I don't want to seem like the old parent that's saying nah.
Right.
Because
right.
my young sons, remember, I was managing them, and I put their music out before, and now they're like doing some drill shit.
Right.
And I don't like the shit that they talking about.
You know what I tell them? And I've done this for years. You know what I tell them? Pull a young nigga to the side. I'll be like, you have other interests that none of these niggas know you have. You have private other interests and things that you like that you've never discussed with them. Write about it. Write it. Don't be scared to write it. Don't be scared to express other interests that you have that is not the lane that all your mans are in. Go ahead and write it, and sooner or later you're gonna hit a lick. A
lot of people are scared to try to like
they do. Yes, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, I'm looking right into the camera. Young artists, new artists, there are parts of you that you don't discuss, you don't let niggas know about because you feel like it ain't cool. That's going to be across generation to generation to generation. That's just the way shit is in the street. But I tell you this, as an artist, every now and then, write about some of the other interests that you have. There are other parts of life that make you who you are. You are not just gang gang. I ain't mad if you gang gang. I understand you gang gang, but you're there. I won't even say you can't just be that. I'm gonna say definitively you are more than that, and you know it. Don't be afraid to show that you're more than that. Be gang gang all day, but I know that you know there's more parts of you than that, and if there are more parts of you than that, write from those other parts as well. That's all I'm saying.
Answer this question. Yeah, Nice Flick said, how did you link with Danger Mouse, and what's the advantage of locking in with a singular producer versus the multiple producer route?
Okay, I don't know or feel like there's an advantage with locking into a singular producer unless that producer has a particular sound or a particular sensibility that you say, okay, I want to do this project. I want it to be all based in that sound and his sensibilities that are intuitively connected with my own sensibilities. So that you can do that, but I don't think that that's more, or I don't think that that's better than the other way. Now, how did I meet Danger Mouse? I was in between deals. I didn't have anything going on at the time. And I started working with this producer named Dub L. Big up Dub L. Dub L has done a lot of records with a lot of people. And White Boy, it's my white boy homie, right? So he takes me into the studio on 14th Street. We start a little label called Gray Bar Productions over there with Barry Lederer. and a little small independent label. And we began a dude that they call Plain Pat. He used to, I think he still works at Def Jam, but he started over there with us. And we had a little team over there. C. Ray's Walls was over there.
Oh, C.
I
Ray's
was over
Walls?
there. We was all
Oh,
over
God.
there.
Shout out
C.
C.
Ray's
Walls.
Walls introduced me to Dub L. Working with Dub L, we put the little music out, and then Danger Mouse was in London, saw that we released this single, and contacted the office to get
Okay.
me through Dub L. So it went from C.
Shout out to
Ray's
C. Ray's
Walls
Walls,
to
man.
Dub L, and then Danger Mouse heard that music I did with Dub L, and then he contacted us at the office, and that's how I went.
What's up with C. Ray's Walls? What's up with him?
I heard he was locked up the last time. I don't know if it was his manager.
He was a wild boy though. I ain't gonna hold you. He was a wild boy.
Wow!
He was a wild
That boy was wild for the
Yeah,
night.
C. Ray's
Yeah,
Walls.
C. Ray's Walls.
Shout out C. Ray's Walls. I remember you, my guy.
Last time I seen him was a couple of summers ago at the Graffiti Hall of Fame thing they do in the Lower East Side a couple years ago. That's the last time I saw
Shout out to Vandal Hour because they pushed the graffiti, the culture really hard. Vandal Hour goes really hard. Like when I was a young kid, I would love being on the train and seeing the shits tagged up like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To a lot of people, it would be like messy to them.
Yeah.
But when a nigga did a whole cart as a piece, that shit was phenomenal to me.
I was glad that they
fascinated
gave
by
them
it.
another venue to do it.
Yeah.
That's what they really wanted.
I didn't like how they
the train.
points.
The train was because they had no, just like hip hop.
Right.
It was they had no other choice. They had no other way. So we gonna get this shit out. That's how hip hop was. And I'm glad that is now revered all around the world at the level of art that it should be revered, and that they have other venues. They always wanted to be able to put the big mural on the wall and not have to run.
Right.
Because it's respected as they always wanted to get people to contract with them. I want you to put a mural on the side of my building.
Yeah.
They always wanted that from the beginning.
And I love when
But it
dudes
wasn't
would do
looked
a
at.
whole train with some crazy shit, and you just see that shit riding through the city. It just was dope. It was kind of crazy.
It was a sign of the times. For real.
Yeah.
It was a sign
You
of
know
the
what?
times.
Hip hop culture has done so much for New York City. I don't want to say like even just for the world, like it's spread all over the world, but in New York City, if you grew up in New York City during that era when it was really just like building, it was a time that you just had to be here for it, man.
Right.
So I'm happy to have lived through the golden era when it first started, and then it went from wax to CDs, to tapes, then to CDs, and now to digital.
I see you, ladies.
Shit like that.
I
You know
see
what I'm
you,
saying?
ladies. I
So
see you, Ellie.
I'm just happy to be a part of this and still be here and contributing to the culture and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to have you here too because you from that era. And I remember going to a lot of shows with Drez and Black Sheep. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Nut, Peanut, and Patrick Paul, who was an A&R over there at Polygram.
Peter Paul. Was it Peter Paul?
Nah, his name was Patrick Paul.
Oh, Peter Paul worked at Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, okay. Well, Patrick Paul was one of the A&Rs over there at your label that he was signed to.
Oh.
And I would his cousin Peanut and Sonny. You know Hassan. I know Hassan. He did the documentary, the Forefathers. The Forefathers. Well, Patrick Paul is his cousin.
Okay.
And he was a Polygram.
Right.
So that's how I was able to go to a lot of the shows and stuff like that and be at these events and stuff like that. So me being from that era of East Elmhurst where it was hip hop influenced like crazy and still going to a lot of the shows, and the 6 degrees of separation is that you were signed to this
label. Right.
And I would come to these shows and meet as a young little kid because I was a young nigga that was acting older, like I said in my song. Shout out to the Link Between Volume 8 that's out right now that I'm doing the release party for July 28th. But one of the newest singles that's off of it called Tough Times, I rapped about, you know what I'm saying, me doing a lot of different things and shit like that. And I'm just happy to still be a part of this culture and contributing and having guys like you on my show and still pushing the culture forward. You know
I'm happy to be revered and respected, man. You know, you go through some years after putting so much work in, right? Especially if it's a high quality of work. And you wonder, pre-social media, you wonder, was it all worthwhile? Did I waste my years doing this shit right here? But social media, the one good thing about social media is it made it possible to create a conduit from the listener to you, from the fan to you. And they can hit you directly and say, yo, I love your fucking music. We used to do this to your music. Your music did this to me. Right. And so that made it feel worthwhile because I had dark periods just like everybody had dark periods. You know what I mean?
And I want to talk about that because you know, when you had deals and they was giving you checks for 50 or 100,000,
Right.
and all this money and shit like that. When the star wasn't shining as bright as it was,
Niggas
like,
was out.
how did you transition to like, because there's some artists that's out there that was big artists that's now working in like a Walmart or Fashion
Yeah, I got in the street and got to it. I ain't gonna lie. That shit made me- I got in the street and got to it, you know. I went to prison for a couple of years and all that kind of shit. And,
Right.
you know, me and Dave was actually about to drop the second album right after the first album, and we had some momentum. All of the magazines was like, "This is 4 stars." There are people who are like, "This is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time that people have not heard." Right? I get locked up. That shit threw a monkey wrench in every motherfucker.
It always throws a monkey wrench when you go to jail.
Yo, I tell you this though, a lot of people don't know this. I told this one time on one interview. I did a record on the Ghetto Pop Life album with Danger Mouse, my first album, called The Bush Boys. I actually wrote the record. I was trying to write for other people, right? So I wrote the record in the style of Chuck D. You can find it on YouTube if you want to, right? So it's called Bush Boys, and I wrote it. It was about George Bush and his father and all of the fuckery that was going on right at the time. So I write the song. I'm like, yo, we need to shop this to Chuck D. This wasn't supposed to be on our album, right? So I'm literally rhyming as close as I can to the style of Chuck D. And that shit got me in so much trouble, brother. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all niggas need to understand this. This ain't no speculation. I done seen them boys. That the hip hop police shit on the Fed level, when they start calling you a person who's created subversive material. If y'all know what subversive is, Google it, because you don't want to have that shit on your name. They red flag you. Now when you go to the airport, shit get funky. When I was on parole, shit got funky. When I was in prison, I got extra time because of this motherfucking record.
Wow.
And when I finally got back with Danger Mouse last year, we did the press release. We hadn't seen each other in many years. And I asked him, I said, did you get any flack for, because it wasn't the record, it was the video.
Right.
Anybody out there, go YouTube Bush Boys, because I'm gonna put this shit out here. Danger Mouse had a homeboy who worked at CNN. His homeboy went into the vault at CNN and pulled a whole bunch of videotape of what was going on with Saddam Hussein and the American government and blah, 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 the war, you know, all that shit that was happening. He pulled that. And then his man made the video. Took the video to the label would not put out the video, but Danger Mouse came to me with no explanation why.
Right.
I'm like, yo, we've been waiting for this shit to come out forever. He's like, I don't know. And then shit started happening to me behind this record. So I got red flagged, for real, airport be a situation sometimes. Even when I was on parole, I remember one time I never told this, one time I was going to parole, and I get in there, and the parole officer was a lady, I forget her name, but she was mad cool. She said, I don't know what the fuck is the deal with you, but the director of parole is upstairs having a meeting about you right now. But I knew what it was. It was because the boys had already red flagged me for what I put in this video, the Bush Boys. So, you know, y'all can go check that out.
We want to go into some more. Yo, my producer, how much time we got left?
You got about an hour, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I want to go into another music break and play some of the joints that you just spoke about. I want to play your main hit that introduced me to you.
Right.
I want to play.
You got to play some stuff from the new album.
Right. Okay. Now, that's on here too. On
yeah, all of that's on YouTube, Spotify.
All right. So I want to go into a couple of records and stuff like that. Again, we got Jemini the Gifted one here. We're gonna come back with some more, but we're gonna play some of these records right here so make y'all familiar with who he is and what y'all remember from back in the days. We're gonna be back with more. It's your boy Roy the Rama Ground TV podcast.
Yeah. That's my brother, my little brother on there. What's up, bro?
It's the Bush Boys song.
Yeah, but this is the song, not the video. Okay, video is what got me into trouble because it's showing the president shaking hands with Saddam Hussein and all kinds of shit. They was flashing that fucking whatever that shit. They were shooting on the kids and all that. They had kids in wagons.
Well, look, y'all can go to YouTube and look up Bush Boys from Jemini the Gifted One and Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
I can check it out. I see everybody on the live. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in on the live for the whole time. You know what I mean? Gemini, the gifted one is
Nice
here.
flicks. That's the homie right there.
Yeah,
Met him,
yeah.
I think I met him in the village.
Yeah,
That's the photographer. What's good, fam?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Paralegal Association, Paralegal Association. Mr. E. Ooh was good. You know what I'm saying? We got some people in here. You know what I mean?
What's that? Roger 8046. What's good? What's good? My little brother, what's up? On this record right here, I was the first person to have the video of George Bush saying there's a new world order. Because you remember in politics, for a long time, politicians was pretending there was no such thing.
Exactly.
They kept saying ain't no such thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
The new world order. And then George Bush did a speech, and he said, this is a new world order that we're trying to usher in. So I took that clip and I put it in the video, and she got me in trouble. Y'all don't want that red flag. Y'all don't want that red flag. You don't want that work. Parole officers jumping over the fence and trying to catch me out of the house. Yeah, shit's crazy.
On the way to that right after the show.
Who's that? On the way to that, with the show. Indeed, respect. Oh, you're gonna check the song. A lot of people don't know that's me singing on all the songs.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? When you're an artist, you're an artist. You
Yeah.
gotta do everything.
Yeah. I was singing long before I was rapping. Little boy singing in the park. Fuck doing that shit. Fuck them niggas. I sing better than them. And I did.
Yeah.
And I did. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all hear me out there. This is funny. I used to be mad at TJ Swan. I was like, that nigga can't sing.
Girl, why you had to leave?
I was probably
me
jealous,
that way?
but I was like, if that nigga singing, with the mouthpiece,
Yeah.
with the music, with the, I was like, if he on singing,
Yeah.
I need to be on singing. You know what I mean? Big up to TJ Swan.
Yeah, I like TJ Swan.
Big up to TJ Swan, but I sang better than that.
Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my girl.
Yeah.
Why you have to leave?
I said, if this
Leave
nigga
me
sing,
so.
why I can't sing?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna front. I got an EP coming out with
You
Trump.
laughing. My man laughing.
Moving with the mouthpiece. Yeah, man. Brown TV podcast. We got Gemini, the gifted one, the living legend in the game. You know what I'm saying? I can go online and Google him, see everything he got going on.
You gonna play another one or we gonna talk?
I'm gonna go to this.
Oh, the
record
video.
that introduced me to you.
Oh, Funk Soul Sensation.
Man.
Okay. People was mad at me when I did Funk Soul. They was like, you should have dropped that Brooklyn Kid. You should have dropped that Brooklyn Kid. Because the last hip hop was changing from Riggedy Bow and Red Man and all. It was changing. And so it was right in that cusp right there. And but I knew what I was doing because I knew that was a bigger record. I knew Funk Soul Sensation. That's my man Low Life right there. That's Low Life right there. God bless the dead. That's Gowana's project right there. They go Cream.
I remember when this shit came out, it was on Video Music Box.
We in North Hollywood.
I remember this shit.
That's in front of
You
my
had the Ellie
building.
Hansen jacket on.
Yeah, I was the first
I
Ellie
remember this
Hansen
shit,
nigga.
nigga.
Ralph McDaniels did this video.
Yeah, I remember watching it on Ralph McDaniels.
This is in a studio, and that's Stan. God bless the dead. And we shot this part.
I'm the Funk Soul Sensation.
Yeah, that was my butter leather. My man stole that. Let the nigga wear it. He took it home. Tito.
Remember,
You see, I got the cane.
Yeah.
I was coming off the leg surgery. I had popped my Achilles tendon. I could barely walk, but I was like, we gonna do this. I'm drunk right there. Yeah. My eyes looking all low and shit. I was twisted.
This one introduced me to you, my guy.
Yeah, I was fucked up. My leg, my whole Achilles tendon is replaced. It's an artificial Achilles tendon. Yeah. And I just took the boot off. Big up Gowana's projects. Big up Gowana's project.
That's a joint that's right there where the Manhattan Bridge is, right there, right?
Yeah.
I remember on one of my DVDs, I actually went there because it was
That's Lunatic over there on the side. He was in the dude on the side in the red coat. is he was Goldfinger's MC in their group, Full Metal Jacket. Now he's in a group called Red Rum Republic. He's ill. That dude is ill. Yeah. Lost a lot of dudes that's in the video.
Just chilling right there.
Oh yeah, they love the show.
Everybody was there like,
ladies love Cool Jim. That's low life. That's my DJ. That's the one who put the record on at the beginning. He got murdered out there. God bless the dead. Yeah, lost a lot of dudes. I'll tell you the story about how this record came about.
Susie Fish, we go back. We're gonna get right to this.
I see Diggs in there. I see Ja.
I'm the funk soul sensation.
Niggas was mad. I had an incident right outside after this video. They was gonna shoot me. I was like, for what? Goldfinger up in the corner and Goldfinger. Mike Lowe, that's my DJ, and we got a drink coming out.
I remember this shit like it was yesterday.
Large Marge, she on the side over there. She was a rapper back in the day. Tough bitch. She was tough.
Yeah, they always did. Just bobbing.
Yeah,
Everybody did the slow move, like
That's Goldfinger up in the corner on the top. For anybody out there, big up DJ Goldfinger up there. Lunatic. Red Rum Republic.
I'm the gift one.
I used to take a lot of these dudes from there up to the label, up to Murphy. These are the guys.
Yeah.
All them niggas you see back there. I used to, Polygram was like, what the fuck? They had never really experienced this before.
Yeah, hood
because
niggas.
they had signed a group called Yak Fu Front. They had Ill and Out Scratch.
Oh, I remember.
They had who else they had? They had Black Sheep, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had this.
They had Naughty by Nature, right?
No, Naughty by Nature wasn't there.
Who signed to them? I know they go on that tour.
The Legion, because what's name got their group signed up there. Black Sheep had a group called The
Are you
Legion.
coming back, man? Hey, yo, y'all know what it is. You already know. We here. Gemini, the gifted one. I play. You ready? All right, yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy, Roy the Rama, Grindhard TV. I played Gemini, the gifted one, Funk Soul Sensation, because this was the song that actually introduced me to Gemini years ago. Like, this is over 25, 30 years ago.
That's right.
When I was watching Video Music Box, and I would come home from high school.
I'm good, bro.
And see who's the next motherfucker that's up going on. And we just played that gifted one. I'm the Funk Soul Sensation. This is how I was introduced to him. And y'all hear a whole bunch of his story and everything that he's been through in the game to let y'all know what it is. So, yo, just reiterate on that first video that you have done and some of the things that went behind that joint.
Okay, well, let me tell you about the song first. The song was a complete accident. I said earlier in this interview that we used to have these freestyle sessions that Lord Tariq used to be at them, Farrell March used to be at them, Prince Paul used to be at them, and a whole lot of other cats, DJ Truth, a lot of producers. We was all up there. Right. And then one day, my A&R said, I like how when you get excited, your voice go up to that high pitch. He said, can you do a song where you using that high pitch?
Oh, okay.
Because that was just a product of, you battling, and then my voice would go up, right, crescendo. Right. And so that's how that came about. I decided to create a song that was specifically to highlight when I use that high voice as opposed to the low voice. So that's how that came about. Right. My mic good?
No, he good. He looking at his live right there.
Okay.
Yo, we got a lot of lives going on in here, y'all. We got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got YouTube.
We live on live.
We going crazy. The lives is live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's Grindhard TV podcast and S.STREET Media Studios. We rebroadcast again on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Rough Riders Radio on Thursdays and shit like that. So y'all know what it is, man. We still got the lines open. We still got another maybe like 15 minutes left. 15 to 10 minutes left. If y'all want to call up and ask him some questions or just pick his brain on certain things, because he's from that golden era and he's been signed with label deals and cash big checks. It's Gemini the Gifted One, 516-540-1684. You can still call up now. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask you some questions about, like, we already spoke about the drill scene. We spoke about a bunch of different things,
Right.
but like independently now, since there's not a lot of labels, like a lot of labels are folded.
Right.
So you being a guy that came from the label era where you had deals,
Right.
and now you're independently and you're uploading your stuff to whether SoundCloud, whatever, Sound Exchange.
I hate the streaming shit.
Oh, that's how you feel about it?
I hate the
Talk
streaming
about it.
shit.
Talk about it.
If you got a following and you've mastered the techniques of monetizing that following, it'll work for you. It can work for you. It has worked for some people, a lot of people. But I don't like no 000 that following. It'll work for you. It can work for you. It has worked for some people, a lot of people. But I don't like no 0.0 every time you hear me. I don't like it. And that could be Mos Def don't like it. Talib don't like it. I don't like it. And in the words of Mos Def, who said that's what the fuck I'm supposed to get? That ain't what y'all getting.
Right.
You know, they who owns the streaming platform,
they're getting the rest of
that. That is not what you're getting. I'm getting that because y'all say that's what I get. So we on some because you say so shit, but you ain't got to explain them numbers. I don't like it, right? I'm glad that it's available for those out there, including myself at one time who wasn't able to get nothing, but I don't like it. So what I did was I follow I look at a lot of the young cats out here who are mastering social media, and even including dudes like yourself. I listen to the podcast, I listen to the lectures, I be buying little lectures and all kind of shit to learn this shit. I'm learning it from I'm late to that game, right? So I set up my website, which is SCD Meta Media. That's SCDMETAMEDIA.com. SCDMetamedia.com. I set up my website to be able to sell music directly to the public, right? I got the idea when I saw a couple of months ago some younger artist, I think he's from San Francisco, I'm not sure, but he had set his shit up and he did a campaign, and from what I understood, he made like $65,000 in the first week or some shit like that.
That's a nice little change.
With pre-sales. That was with pre-sales. Wow. So I was like, okay. So I hired somebody to build a new website for me. And now the new website, it has a merch. I haven't put any merch on there yet, but it has a component where now I can sell my music directly to the public at whatever price I say. So
that's why I put my shit on Bandcamp now.
Right. You can do it on Bandcamp.
When I release singles, I put them through CD Baby.
Right.
Because it's a single.
Right.
But the whole project,
right,
you got to go to my Bandcamp account.
Right. Well, what I'm about to do is, and you know, I'm surprised nobody else has thought of this strategy, and if they have, I don't know about it. But what I decided to do was to make shorter versions of a particular record, and that's what you'll get on YouTube. Right? You'll get a shorter version of the record. For the full record, you got to come to my website to buy this record. Gotcha. I may do the shit that the young boy did, where he was like, pay what you want. Or I may just say,
I'm not paying
I'm
$20 for the project.
Right. Whatever number I put on it.
Inflation is that change the money. So $20 is like.
Right. So, you know, whatever number I put on it, I'm putting that number on it. I'm putting that value on it.
$100.
Right. Yeah,
so nigga,
he had a nice following at the time.
Yeah. $100, like if niggas really fucking with you, they're gonna spend that $100 to get that project. If they can only get it from there, they're gonna get it so they can have it and own it. So once you buy it, you own it and you have it.
And you have it. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm gonna be releasing most of my music, the whole shit. You get that through my website, scdmetamedia.com. And most of my music, the whole shit, you get that through my website, scdmetamedia.com. And so that's how I feel about that streaming shit. Streaming is a great tool. Once you've built up your following, streaming is a great tool. If you don't have a following, it's going to be a minute before you make some money streaming. People don't know about these portals that actually get your shit into the streams of those 9 major online distributors that cover the whole world.
Right.
Like if you ain't in them portals, that's why your shit is playing for the same people over and over and over. You like, why my numbers ain't going up? Blah 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 blah. Because they got your shit blocked. They got your shit blocked off.
Shadow ban.
Shadow ban. So you gotta have access to those portals. That's something else I learned from other people.
Or put your shit on Sound Exchange and all of these different.
Oh right.
To where they watching every little thing wherever your music is at. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how I feel about that.
$1 Million Smiles, you gotta call up to the line, 516-540-1684 if you want to ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? You can't call me while I'm at. Shout out to Miss China Fox that's on the live. Nice flicks with on
Brooklyn
the whole time.
What up, family?
You know
what up,
shout out to everybody that's been on the joint.
Up?
You know what I mean?
I see you.
Paralegal Association.
See y'all too.
Sincere 73, SNS Icy Gang. That's actually SNS son. Shout out to DJ SNS. You know he's from my era.
DJ SNS, his brother is my man.
But this is his son right here. SNS Icy Gang.
That's what's up. Big
Shout
up
out
to
to SNS Icy Gang.
Big up to Seth. His brother Seth. That's
Word
my
up.
main man. We did the time together.
That's a fact. Shout out to Joe Bay 100.
Oh, Joe Bay, that's my man.
Yeah.
That's Juby's man. My GML. That's
Right.
his.
Shout out to Young Mansion.
Oh, let me tell you something real quick. I gotta say this.
Yeah.
The TV show, The Last OG, starring Tracy Morgan.
Yep.
That character is based on Joe Bay.
Oh, word?
That's him.
Wow.
His brother's an actor and a comedian. He wrote the script and he gave it to Tracy Morgan. And Tracy, I'm saying it. Tracy Morgan took the shit. He took the shit, and Tracy Morgan took the script and came up and got the deal and did The Last OG. That's about Joe Bay coming home after, I think, 25, 26 years from 25, 26 years from Lafayette, from across the street from Lafayette.
Yeah, he always talk about Lafayette.
And they approached Tracy Morgan about it.
And what he said.
GML and Joe Bay approached Tracy Morgan twice about it. He acknowledged what was happening, but once he ain't in presence no more, it's like I'm gone. I got big money. I can block myself off from here. But Tracy Morgan, no, that's the story of my man Gene, Joe Bay from across the street from LG. What up, Joe Bay?
You already know what it is. Shout out Joe Bay on the live.
Yeah, I put it out.
We got a caller that came in right now. $1 Million Smiles. What's goody, my niggas? What's up?
I really appreciate that, brother. Spoken what's going on out there. Really people see that with really big contacts. So I'm really enjoying it. So, and I really like what's going on, man. That's what I'm saying, brother.
Yo, thank you for
Thank
calling.
you, brother.
Hey, yo, this
Thank
is
you.
$1 Million Smiles. He got an EP out right now. Yo, talk about your EP right now, bro.
Underground Arsenal, I see you. Thank you for the interview. I love y'all.
And I would say that this whole thing that is really looking well.
Hey, Nene.
I'm just playing my position, but
Cariel.
Hey, yo, talk about your EP though. That's out right now.
right now is doing extremely well with no type of money whatsoever behind it. It's all organic. We got about 20,000 views. The main son is popping when I be outside. I got about 5,000
Live on live.
And that's all by myself with no type of push, with nobody sensitive. It's all over letting you talk for itself. We got the videos out there like the work. We can be outside like on the world.
That's a fact, my nigga. You know we're gonna get that done ASAP, real quick, real soon. We also got the New York record that we got coming out. You know what I mean? I appreciate you and everything like that. Staying consistent, doing what you do. Shout out to everybody that takes that's out there, not afraid to do what they need to do for whatever they need to do to make it happen.
Holla at me, youngin'. Let's do a joint. Holla at me.
He's dope on the hooks.
You heard me, God? Holla at me. Let's do something. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yo, so yeah, this $1 Million Smiles on the line. Shout out to you. All right, there we go. Yo, that was $1 Million Smiles. He's the one that's singing the hook. Hey, girl, such a girl. He got an EP out right now called Anti-Hero. He's at like 900 monthly listeners on Spotify. He just came home from doing 16 and a half joints, and people was fucking with his whole music. Like it's crazy. We got a lot of shit going on.
Big
I put
up.
them on all
$1
my platforms.
$1 million smile. Big up.
Shout out $1 Million Smiles and shit. We got a lot of shit going on. But we got Jemini the Gifted one in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the show is almost over, but we not finished yet. I want to just talk about some of the people that's in here on the lives. Let me see. On the way to the right after the show, indeed. It's like shout out to Young Mansion. We got Paulie Warner's world premiere. Salute. Flames Hoods. Shout out to Lost Boys. LB fam. Yo, you got any stories about like Lost Boys or being around a lot of these guys?
Only
Go
one.
ahead, go ahead. Let's go.
Everybody out there, go check out the Lex Coops the Beamers in the Benz video and look behind them. They got two sets of scenes. They got the daytime scenes in the park. They got the nighttime scenes in the park. And them daytime scenes, look in the back behind the Lost Boys and tell me who you see in the all cream with the broads.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do.
I
I got a call one morning. They was from the label. They was like, "Yo, they want you to come down to the video this 7:30." I had never met them.
Right.
I was like, "All right, cool." I got with a couple of my people, jumped in the car. We in the Bronx. Jumped in the car, went down there to the video. I seen them setting it up. Now I'm familiar.
That was in Lincoln Park.
I don't know what park
it was Lincoln Park.
So I said, there was a bunch of broads out there. I said, "Y'all want to be in the video?" They was like, "Yeah." I said, "Just stand behind me. Get ready to get behind me." So go watch the Lex Coops and the Beamers in the video.
That was one of my
and y'all gonna see me wilding out. Y'all gonna see me wilding out, young boy wilding
out. The Lex Coops, the Beamers in the
Benz. With the all cream. Yeah, that's my only story about it.
All right, I got one more question for you. Like back in the days, right? Because you from Brooklyn, right? But you was going to different areas in Harlem, Queens, Bronx, and different stuff like that. How was it back then? Because a lot of niggas like Fat Joe and a lot of different artists talk about how, you know what I'm saying, like Brooklyn niggas would come all the time and be like ruling shit, and niggas would be nervous, and Brooklyn niggas and Queens niggas wasn't on the scene and different shit like that. Like what is your take on that?
Brooklyn wasn't never scared. I mean, back then, any major party that you had in New York or maybe even tri-state area, you say, "Is Brooklyn in here?" Yeah, niggas is in there. Yeah. And other areas, not so much. You know, Brooklyn wasn't never scared to go wherever.
Right.
And another thing about Brooklyn not being scared, people who was terrorists in other areas could get that work when they came to Brooklyn. But Brooklyn niggas wasn't really
didn't care about.
They didn't care about your reputation. Brooklyn niggas didn't care about your reputation. Like, oh, don't fuck with him because he's so and so. If the right Brooklyn niggas was out there, they was like, "We're gonna get that nigga right there."
Right.
And that's how Brooklyn is. You know what I mean?
But that's how the nigga, the real 50 Cent was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You got a nigga 50 Cent from Queens that's making rave reviews and doing a whole lot for the black culture and hip hop culture. Yeah. But the real 50 Cent was a little short 5'4" nigga.
Yeah.
That was out here sticking up whoever didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Brooklyn niggas didn't give a fuck. You know.
Shout out to Supreme. Now I'm not talking about Supreme team from Jamaica, Queens. I'm talking about Supreme team from Brooklyn, Puerto Rican Preem. I know him personally. Shout out to Puerto Rican Preem from, you know what I'm saying, from East New York. And they was fucking with 50 Cent, and they would bring him to Queens a lot, and he would be in pictures. Like y'all seen him on the Paid in Full album with Rakim and Eric B. And I was living in East Elmhurst, so I remember a lot of that shit. So I've been around for a long time.
Let me give a shout out real quick. When I was coming up, the dudes that inspired me in the beginning was like the OGs from my building. I lived on New Jersey Avenue in East New York, Brooklyn. And there was my friends' older brothers all had equipment. They used to play. If anybody know where the high school Maxwell's is at, I lived on the other side of the block.
Was at.
Yes, I lived on the other side of the block from Maxwell's. Before they put that building on the corner, it was a big lot in the park there. And I used to watch the OGs DJ, and that's where I got my first desire to want to do it. So big up to Tracy, Bobby, Kingman, DJ, what's my man? Motherfucking Travis, you know the fuck I'm talking about. Travis, big up to all of those dudes. One of my first DJs, Shardell, Sylvester, they call him Sly, DJ Sly. I gotta give love to these dudes because these are the dudes that made me want to do it, and these are some of the dudes that helped me first to do it in the very beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gotta get something from the new album on before we get out of here.
Which one is it? Which one?
Okay, if we can get two, we don't even gotta play the whole joint. Let's just play a part.
No, we got.
Play
was it this
Brooklyn.
one?
No, it's not there. It's on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Well,
actually, you might have, no, that's,
hold on.
that's in your phone.
Let me just go into it. I'm gonna go into the album. But yo, before we go into this album, because we're gonna end the show on this. First of all, tell everybody where they can find you at real quick.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at BIGCITYIHB_. That's Big City IHB. IHB is International Hood Boy. You did. All right. You can find me. That's my main Instagram page. You can find me on Instagram at Jemini the Gifted One as well. You can find me on Twitter at Jemini the Gifted One. No, TikTok on Jemini the Gifted One. And you can find me on FB at Stone City Digital Meta Media, right? Stone City Digital Meta Media. You can find me there. Those are the main places. My website for you to go on and get my merch. I have a clothing line, which is called New Yorker brand. You can find that, as well as my shoe line, which is also New Yorker brand, on scdmetamedia.com. scdmetamedia.com. You get the shoe line, and I'm about to load up the music to go directly to y'all, as well as my graphic artwork. I do a lot of digital abstract graphic artwork and things like that, and all of that will be for sale on the website. So that's where you can find it.
Facts. I just want to let y'all know before we go into the music, or we want to end the show on the music.
Yeah.
He was talking about Maxwell High School. It was Jeff High School that was also on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Further up the block, yeah.
Right. I graduated from Transit Tech.
Oh, East New York. My brother was
So
in East New York. My
so
big
there
brother
you go.
went to my big brother and my little brother Ja went to East New York Transit.
Class of '93. Your boy graduated from Transit Tech.
It used to be East New York Technical Vocational, and then it was Transit Tech.
Yeah.
Just like printing
Yeah.
was printing when the DCEPs and all of them first got in there, and then it turned into excuse me, it was graphic High School of Graphic Communication Arts first. We called it graphics, and then it turned into what it is now. Or vice versa.
A lot of you younger dudes, y'all don't really understand or know what it was, but we older dudes that still contributing to the culture, and we really happy to be here, still contributing and making niggas understand that we are here. We can out-rap some of you niggas.
Absolutely.
We applaud what y'all doing and everything like that, but we are still fucking here.
And we'll help if possible. If
Right.
there's any help that we can offer.
Y'all can book our sessions and come up here and we can talk about y'all little shine and everything like that too.
Yeah, we offer some. What we're here to offer is insight, information, and insight. Because you can know something, but there might be a deeper level of knowing of that thing, and that's what we're here to do. That's what the OG is supposed to do. We offer
Supposed to
insight.
show y'all what it is. Shout out to my guy Paulie Walnuts, because he went to motherfucking Transit Tech with me that year for them years.
Transit
I'm
Tech.
class of '89 to '93.
Yeah.
I'm telling my age, but I don't give a fuck because
Yeah.
I'm happy to be alive still. A lot of my niggas
right
are
here.
what
What's
I'm
that? Shane Jacks. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up? I see you. What's good?
Shout out to my jacket that I got on today. Is Natural Born. This is the clothing line that I'm rocking right now, aside from the Grindhard gear hats. This hat right here is for Gemini. He can keep this one as for him.
I'm gonna rock that, even though it matches your outfit.
No, but that's for you.
No, that's what's up.
I know niggas like to get fly.
And this is my shit right here. Let me move the mic so y'all can see it. 100% certified classic hip hop. That's my brand. That's what I represent.
Don't forget, we got the Link Between Volume 8 that's out right now. The release party is coming up July 28th. Food and Bar by Annie Hard Knocks Life TV, radio. Music by DJ Wadey Wolf and Joe Boy Productions. It's a pool party. It's going to be turned the fuck up. Shout out to Scenario that was at the event last night. We turned up. It was great, wonderful. We're going to go into, Brooklyn Basquiat.
I am the Brooklyn Basquiat, and this is the first single from the album that's currently out from myself and Danger Mouse. I have the privilege of being one of the few dudes who did a couple projects with him. Ghetto Pop Life. And then we had the 26-inch EP, and now this is Born Again. This album's called Born Again, and this is the first single from Born Again. We'll play a little bit of it because I got to get 2 of these joints in. So let's play that. All right. It's kind of swaggy.
Turn up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
You got a lot of shit.
I try, man. You got a lot of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there gotta be a little platform.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Rico Banks said, Rico Banks did a shout out. Shout out to the guys. Oh shit.
Yo, the live is going crazy today. Niggas on it, son. They on you, son.
What's up, man?
Shout out to everybody that tuned in to Grindhard TV
Yes.
podcast today with Jemini, the gifted one, man.
Appreciate
Living
y'all.
legends in the building.
Appreciate y'all.
That's what I want to do,
Appreciate
man. I want to start bringing up a lot of living legends in the building that people is like overseeing and not really understanding what niggas is contributing to the game, man. That's what I want to bring to the. This is what I want to bring to the podcast world. Bringing in the guys that is not getting the shine that they supposed to get. You feel me? That's what I want to do. I'm giving niggas their flowers.
Yo, if y'all want to check my catalog of songs that people never heard, go on FB, and it's Stone City Digital ENT Group. That's Stone City Digital ENT Group. ENT is for entertainment group. Check out my catalog. Right.
Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, everybody that called up. That's what we doing. This shit fire too.
I think so.
These got the bars, got the fire beats.
It's the DJ, rock that go on is this contract loud. It goes to full fit. I ain't coming here to jump start no shit.
So like your Passion Tuesday, you need to come.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I am.
Niggas like niggas out of performances.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You don't come to a great show. If you want to cut it so we got time to get the other one, you can.
Which one is that?
Born Again, that's the title track.
This one right here?
Yeah. I'm glad you get it. That's my whole. I have that insecurity as an artist. Like, I always wonder what the people that I want to get it. I just want the people I want to get it to get it. Yo, this is actually the title track. The one I played is the second track. This is the title track from the album. It's currently out on Spotify and every other platform. It's called Born Again. Check it out. And that's me singing, by the way, just so y'all know. My bitch ass label out there in London never told anybody that's me singing.
This is on Lex Records?
Yeah. And they fucked up.
Record labels out the door. Now, where we at right now?
We got time. Okay. So you should know that something.
That's good. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy World Around the Ground TV podcast every Sunday, 4:30 to 6:30, or 5 to 7. But we go a little bit over. We do what we want. We own this shit. I got Jemini, the gifted one in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that stayed tuned in, everybody that's listening, understanding how deep it is right here. This is straight, real hip hop culture right here.
100% certified classic. 100% certified classic, which is my single coming out this summer, produced by Tulu.
Y'all gonna see him on Brown TV podcast, Bringing Passion Tuesday. We gonna promote everybody that's been involved with Brown TV throughout our 20 years of fucking success. You already know this Brown TV out. This boy working
Yo, I'm out, y'all. Thank y'all for joining and participating. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be back over here. We gotta set up the date. What's the name of that part of the show? That particular one?
Reggae Passion Tuesday, that's on the Tuesday.
Yeah, so on Tuesday, we're gonna pick a Tuesday. I'm gonna come back and perform live, all right? Salute.
That's you singing that?
All that.
Wow. All right, man, you ended now. Song's over. Lit. All right. Another dope show.
You know what it was in that other part? I didn't know you was coming back on that fast, so
No,
my mind was gone for a second.
Nah, we good. We good. We got this shit right. It's a dope show. Shut down. All right,
I gotta charge this for a second. That shit damn like a mom.
yeah. What you need? You got that's an Android?
Yeah.
All right, I got Android right here. Android joint. Plug this shit in real quick. Around the mic, okay. Yeah, my shit probably die. You gotta take some pictures right here in front of the joint. Let's get it. Oh shit.
Over here that way? Or how we
Nah, I
doing?
think, Matt, what
Move
we
this back? How you wanna do it?
What we gonna do? We moving the table up or we stay
Nah,
right
just
here?
move the chairs out.
All right, cool. So you got the chairs out.